happy Valentine's and welcome to your mini bi-weekly general love tarot reading for February 1st through the 14th, 2017. Well, you're just coming out in these 2 weeks with a lot of fortune here, a lot of good luck. It seems like something is working itself out, and I'm getting this is with a soulmate. Okay, now this could be a fire sign. It could be you. It could be another Aries, Sag, or Leo. But I'm getting a healing here, a togetherness with a fire sign that is telling me that this is also your soulmate. Now, what I also pick up too is there's something that moving forward that's going to happen in the spring. Either this is something that happened last spring and it's coming back to reunite with you, starting now into the spring. I'm also feeling pregnancy, like maybe some of you who are trying to get pregnant will be pregnant by springtime. I'm feeling a lot of the Venus energy. So there's a lot of love, a lot of good things happening. I'm also feeling like some of you are actually moving. Like maybe you're moving either away from a soulmate or you're moving in together with a soulmate. It can go either way here. I don't have a lot of negative cards here on this top row here. But what I'm facing down here is something to do with justice. And what I see is there were 3 people involved. And I feel like perhaps maybe some of you may have lost a loved one to another person, or somebody has been meddling into your affairs. Either way it goes, I feel like now it could be a Libra. You could know or have dated a Libra, or dating a Libra now. But this is also the karma card. This is the card to put things in balance. And when I get it with the forgiving and learning card, that it means that there needs to be something that you have to let go of. I don't care how angry you are. The more you hold on to this, the more it's going to affect you eventually physically. So you want to let go of that anger. You want to release and allow your past to heal, Aries. You've got a lot of fire happening here. Now, I feel like this person or this situation that I'm reading here, you had a lot of love for, but that person doesn't know how to stay home. Okay, there's a lot of flirting. There was a lot of engaging with other people in regards to, I don't know if I want to say, cheating on you or just flirting. But the mental intention was to cheat on you if it hasn't been done physically. But what I'm getting here, though, is there's going to be a balance. Now, I feel like some of you may actually be waiting for karma to return. And I don't think that that's your responsibility. I think that you need to let go and just forgive yourself. Begin with that. And just let things take its course. Let it take its divine course. Because we don't want to have to control something like that. That means we are still involved in that karma. And whatever may come and slap them in the face may actually slap you in the face too. So you definitely want to let go. I do feel like someone, or for some of you that have lost a partner to someone else, or someone was meddling in your affair, I do feel that this relationship, for some, not all, is going to try to mend itself. And it's a possibility that you may, or for some of you, may take this person back. And if you do, there is true love there. Now, with the Justice card coming in here again, there's a lot of rationalization going on in the mind. And so if you're going to take someone back, it's okay to discuss the issues that were at hand. But the more you keep playing around in the past, the more you're going to make the past come alive again. And going over this and trying to find justification isn't going to make you the winner here. It is going to cause more pain. So I just kind of wanted to warn you about that. But I see that there is a lot of love coming here, Aries. Okay, there are opportunities to move on love. Now, I just want to pull a card here over what I was just reading. Now, okay, so that's the deception card. That's a card that someone is or has deceived you. And so you want to make sure that you definitely look at this with a very clear mind and a clear heart to make sure that this person can be honest if you're thinking about reconciling with them. Otherwise, the deception card is here. Now, there's the expression card. Like, that's what I was just talking about. You want to make sure everything is clear and you're on the same page. Otherwise, healing isn't going to happen, and then you're going to wind up taking back that deception. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and lay some other cards here. Excuse my wire if it's dancing around there. I have yet to get a wireless mic. Anyways, we've got the Ten of Cups here. So there's someone here that may be feeling love or feeling love with someone who is a water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. However, as I'm moving the cards about here, let me just go ahead and lay it. I guess you're coming to try to figure out if there is an ending to this relationship. It seems though it's at a standstill, and it may have to end in order for it to heal and come back together. I feel like that maybe for some of you this happened while you were celebrating a holiday, or maybe were on vacation, or it was just a getaway. It could have even taken place last December around Christmas. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. So, but here is the water again. And I feel like they want to offer you an opportunity to, or you do, to them regarding talking about this and see if you can't get somewhere. Because I feel like there is a lot of love there. And I do feel like you will be successful with that. And it's an opportunity to actually reconcile and begin this love again. But don't begin it again how it was in the past. That's gone. It's over. It's in the past now. Also for you, Aries, I'm getting a strong opportunity for new love, either with another fire sign as yourself, or it could just represent a very fiery new beginning where there's a lot of love and passion. Wow, there's a lot of fire here. So it could be your own sign, Aries, or it could be a Sag or a Leo. It could also be that is what their rising or moon is, and that goes for any part of this reading. Okay, now I'm using for generalization the tarot cards my daughter gave me for Christmas, which are the Tarot Angel deck by Radley Valentine and Doreen Virtue. I really like them. They're very positive, have really good energy about them. I feel like they were well written. I know I use in the general reading my tarot cards, which are also Radley Valentine and Doreen Virtue, but they're just the tarot. And a lot of the elements are in it. So I will be using that still for the general reading. So what are the messages, Spirit, for Aries? I don't know why Taurus just jumped in here. Hello, Taurus. Are you having a relationship with an Aries? Or Aries, are you having a relationship with a Taurus? That coming here to get information. I feel like that information is somebody wants to put their relationship back together here. That's what I got. Okay. I'm not getting any more than that. So maybe it'll come out in the cards that I'm reading. Maybe it won't. But either way it goes. Let's see, what are the messages for Aries? I don't know why I'm feeling like this is a Taurus male that's looking in on this reading, or you're wondering about a Taurus male, Aries. I do feel like that relationship has opportunity again. Okay, so we've got change your life, and I'm only pulling 3 cards here. 6 of Gabrielle and the High Priestess. So change your life. What this means is you are being guided to find your freedom, Aries. Okay, I feel for some of you, freedom is absolutely important in order to move on with your life. And so this is kind of change your life card is Archangel Camiel, and it's about changing your perception, using your imagination in a positive way, breaking free from obstacles or situations that have imprisoned you or made you feel just tied down to something that wasn't positive. It also is breaking free of procrastination. Maybe there's something you want to do, something you want to move forward on, and yet you're procrastinating about making that change because you're letting the fears come in too much when you should be looking at the beauty and the benefits of this change. And that will help support you with the angels, with the light, and with love to make these changes. Okay. And then when you do make the change, embrace it, just embrace it. Bring it to your heart or just hold it and in between your hands and embrace that change. Now, of course, you can't pick up the physical thing and embrace it like that. I'm talking about the energy. And the 6 of Gabrielle, that's a card of celebration. It's a card of congratulating you on a job well done, something you've moved forward on, or you made the steps to make the change. So you are going to make the change, Aries. And it's also like moving on into a new relationship, a new project, that is beneficial for you, that you're being supported by the angels about. And also, too, if you look at this picture, I don't know, I'll try to get it as close as I can. This is like you're being awarded for something. Maybe some of you are looking to be promoted, or you're looking for a commitment in your relationship, or it could be that you're going to school and you're applying for scholarships. Maybe you've won awards, being awarded for such a good job being done here. The High Priestess is pay attention to your intuition, okay? There are times it's going to be heightened, and now I'm getting dates here. January 11th, again. January 11th was a very powerful day for Taurus also. And it's funny how Taurus jumped into your reading just a few minutes ago. Anyways, I'm also getting February 11th. So sorry about that. February 11th. And could have been something that happened on January 11th that is now coming to either reunite or heal on February 11th. Either way it goes, I'm getting February 11th. I'm also getting February 6th as a very high day of either positive or negative. It depends on where you're going to be. And February 8th is also a very powerful day for you, Aries. I'm also getting the weekend. I don't know when Valentine's falls on. I really didn't bother looking yet. But I do feel like around the 12th and the 13th, some energy coming in, Aries, for plans to do something for Valentine's. For some of you, I really feel like you're going to have a good time. I also feel gifts, and I got chills on that. Like some of you may be surprised. Some of you who are already going out with someone, and I feel like you could actually be proposed to around Valentine's Day or on Valentine's Day, which is really exciting. I see a beautiful ring for some of you. But this card, the High Priestess, also means that you need to get to solitude. Be quiet, silence the mind, just be in your space. Be at peace with love and harmony. Just be peaceful so that you can receive the valuable information I feel that the angels are trying to give you. I don't know what they are. I do feel like they have to do with some who just haven't been at peace with endings, haven't been at peace with what they're doing. And so I feel that's coming in for you, Aries, these next 2 weeks. Now, I feel for some of you, will continue on into the end of the month. But we welcome that energy. We definitely welcome it. What are the messages for Aries? I'm going off now to read your general reading here. What are the messages for Aries? February 1st through the 14th. Yeah, somebody has in this in our group here, somebody has a lot of energy from January that is moving forward here into February. It doesn't have to be the January 11th date I gave. It could be any time in January. But for some reason, February 11th is standing out here, and it did for Taurus too. Okay, come on, let's shuffle. All right, they're telling me they don't want to be shuffled anymore. So let's cut them. Seven of Fire, Seven of Water, the World, good card. Unity, yes. Five of Water, Page of Earth, Page of Air, Ace of Air. Wow, we have some, well, it looks like we got more air than we have water and fire, but at least we've got water and fire and we've got earth in here. So there is a good balance here. The air is telling me there needs to be more communication with yourself personally and also with other people. So here we've got the Seven of Fire, which is defend your beliefs and decisions. Okay, so this card here, the Seven of Fire, is, I guess, standing in your power, standing your ground. If you're going to be argumentative, if you feel a lot of anger, just go punch a pillow or dispose of that extra fire because it's not going to get you anywhere. Okay, so you need to choose your battles wisely here. That's really important. This is a very important card because this tells me that there might be some anger and you feel as if you have to defend yourself, like you have to stand your ground because things that are being said about you or the energy being projected at you or is not exactly the truth. And so you feel defensive on that. And you know what? I don't blame you there. Because what I'm getting here is a complex decision. I feel like you need, before you make this decision, Aries, I feel like you need to have more information. Thank you, Spirit. More information. Do your research on it before you start making a decision. Because this is a complex situation. I agree. But it doesn't have to remain that way. If you do your research and you do meditation, you just kind of come down off that fire a little bit. Let go of that anger so you can really feel the direction you should be going. Just a little bit too much fire there. Also, this could be a decision that you need to make over a fire sign. Being that you're fire too, but it could be a fire sign, sun, moon, or water, that you have to make a decision. And I feel like you might actually just be afraid to do that only for the fact that you're just not sure which way it's going to go if you're making the right decision. But Spirit is saying not to procrastinate on this any further, but definitely bring down that energy, bring down that fire. The World card is a great card. Oh, wow. I think we've read this before. It was with the Six of Gabrielle. And this is just confirming that some of you have just done a job well done. And there's a lot of gratitude and good, enlightened energy coming in to congratulate you on that. So, of course, the more we're grateful, the more the universe will give us things to be grateful for. And this is a great card. I really like this card, Unity. I feel like there's a possible reconciliation, even with a job or a business that you've been struggling with. I just feel like if you bring in a mentor or someone who could give you healthy advice regarding this situation, especially the complex situation, I think that you will really, if you can accept someone else's viewpoint, being your observer, you're really going to get some infinite answers there. With the Five of Water, Page of Earth, Page of Air, and Ace of Air. So here we go regarding some disappointments. Okay, what are those disappointments? Well, maybe there's something that ended, or maybe, and this can be job, this can be family, friends, relationships. That's what general's all about. Or your, well, families, children. Okay, I just feel like somebody might be disappointed. Maybe this is being disappointed over a scholarship or money you were hoping that was going to come in, that you could go to school for or learn a new trade or continue learning what you're learning. I do feel, though, with the Page of Air, interesting, this is the scholarship card, that you're going to be happy. Like there's news that's coming in about something you may have not gained, you may have lost, but there is something you're going to gain from this also. So this is like someone who's trying to bring in money to either start a business or buy a new home, change, maybe a new car, transportation. It also has to do with, somebody who wants to study, and we've already discussed that. So the next card is the Page of Air. I think, however, it doesn't have to do with the scholarship. I've already read that, or just the business, maybe getting a business loan, SBA, one of those, to start a business. I feel like something is going to work out for you on that. But this, I feel like, has to do with maybe trying to get a new job or trying to get a loan to move or sell your house. And it's been challenging. There have been delays. You've had to change the plan a few times. Well, you're going to have to change it again. I feel like there's another change of plan, and then I feel like you're going to ace it. Okay. And then with the Ace of Air, this is, I guess, removing blindfolds, really seeing the truth for what it is. I feel like you've had some great ideas. I feel like you're ready to put them into practical application, but yet there are still challenges. And this whole row here is about challenges. But challenges, don't get down about them. Challenges is something that we can just move forward on by facing those challenges. Sometimes they give us a little bit of fire to our step, inspiration to move forward to try to resolve those challenges, which I can tell you so many wonderful ideas can come out from resolving challenges. Okay, so if you'd like a personal reading, www.transformationandempowerment.com. Please remember to check your moon and rising. Again, happy Valentine's, Aries. Much love and blessings.